is determined under the auspices of the Ministry of Labor and Social Affairs, with the participation of the members, representatives of employers and employees every year in December. And just like we started the negotiations this December, next year as well, employers and employees and the representatives of both sides will come together to start talks. And then we will go to the elections with these set of negotiations. And today we have come to the final decision-making process with the fourth meeting of the Commission. The Commission made statements and exchanged opinions that the minimum wage should be over 4,000 Turkish liras. I would like to state that representing the employer section and also the employee section of the society, different parties really with a self-sacrifice have made this process function effectively. Indeed, this has not been an approach that was used and put in practice before. However, I'm pleased to see a new approach in our way, and we have seen a similar approach in the collective bargaining negotiations. And as the President of the country, I'm very happy to see that. Shared by the Ministry, in this regard, we have made our decisions about the minimum wage. And according to the final decision for 2020, the lowest minimum wage will be 4,250 liras. Depending on the marital status of the employee and the number of children, this figure will increase even further. This is the highest figure of the past 50 years in terms of minimum wage and as regards ratio. The increase in the minimum wage in terms of percentage has been registered by around 50% now. And I hope that the new figures will be auspicious for our people, for our country, for our employees and employees. As stipulated by the Constitution of the Republic of Turkey, we are a democratic and social state of law. And with this principle, with this understanding, we protect our employees against price increases. And I believe that we have put forward our resoluteness to protect our people and not have them get oppressed. And we also know that our employees deserve even more, as Mr. Brock stated. Without the employees, of course, employers would not be there, and without one, the other one would not exist. So they are the mutual parts of a single whole. And in this regard, for the state to be strong, those parties both are to be recognized, and we lean on both of those elements. The bigger Turkey becomes, the stronger it grows, and the more opportunities Turkey achieves to seize, of course, the more our employees will benefit from all. I also would like to express one more thing. Neither through the employers nor through the employees can somebody make speculations. Should nobody. And nobody should make speculations about such. Some do speculate that in the past the FX rates of dollars was this and that, and it is necessary to make calculations on the basis of that and define the number of minimum wages, some say. However, this is only an abuse by such people against employers and employees. We have to ask to such speculating people, In the past, when Turkish lira was in circulation, were you having these people work with dollars or euro? There's no need for such speculation. Our money, our currency is Turkish lira, and we will not have anybody um, launch attacks against our currency. And there are some challenges, of course, and we, before long, will be overcoming all these challenges. Nobody should have any doubt about that. With this new economy program, our priority is based on protection of employment and further flourishing of it. And at every chance, we reiterate that throughout the pandemic, all the employment oriented incentive and support policies we have materialized, we, thanks be to God, have not had any challenge. The fluctuations in the FX rates and also some excessive price increases relevant led to some ambiguity, but we're determined to end that in the shortest time possible. For employment, production, export, and investment potential of our country, we will continue taking the necessary steps ahead. In the following days, we will have new measures to put into practice, and hopefully we will further strengthen the climate of stability and trust, and we will cover significant mileage in this regard. I firmly believe. My great nation, when it comes to minimum wages, we have registered a historic increase. But on the other hand, we have not neglected the steps that will reduce the burden on the employers. For many years, there have been discussions about exemption of taxes for the employers for minimum wage. And with this new minimum wage regulation, we are now realizing this longing, which has been spoken about for more than 10 years. As of the next month, the income tax and the stamp tax on minimum wages will be abolished. With the abolishment of these two types of taxes, the employers will be ridden of an additional payment of 450 liras per person per month. In other words, while making such a historic increase on minimum wages possible, will reduce the impact of that on the employers by 450 liras per month per employee. And this translates into a tremendous increase, and we also side with our employers, as we do with our employees. And in this regard, the financial burden related problems related with increase in the minimum wage will be possibly done away with. To produce more, to work more, to open more doors of earnings, and also to remove all the obstacles in front of us, we continue working relentlessly. We will not leave the future of our country to the speculators of interest rates and foreign currency, and also the internal and external enemies under oath, and to some greedy people with no expertise or whatsoever. We ourselves, all 84 million of this country, will determine what we will do. All the employers and employees, young and old, men and women, all of us will decide what will be for our future. And to seize the opportunity we have now, we will work all together, break sweat all together, sacrifice all together, and finally reach our goals, achieve our goals again all together. With the developing and the developed countries, the whole world is struggling. But on the other hand, if we continue growing, then it means that we have neared our targets. Likewise, while such all countries do stumble, not knowing what they will do, we are close to our victory on which we have set ahead of us. And this is the understanding with which we made our decisions as regards the minimum wage. And I hope that the new minimum wage amounts will be auspicious for our employees as well our employers. I would like to thank to everyone for their great contributions throughout this process. I would like to greet you all with respect and love. Thank you all very much. Stay in health.